Okay, dear students, once again with another interesting class of your chapter Binomial Theorem, we are going to discuss. And in the previous class, we already discussed the Binomial Theorem, what is binomial and what is Binomial Theorem. And here in this class, I am going to discuss a problem based on Binomial Theorem. How to expand a binomial, okay, with the help of Binomial Theorem. Understand? Okay, and before that I will discuss some of the terms also, okay, regarding the binomial theorem. All of you know, and you have studied also, you have already studied in what, in your combination chapter. Okay, once again we shall review over that. Yes, so let's see, here is a question I am going to discuss. So are you ready, all of you? Okay, listen, here we have to expand a plus b whole to the power 8, and in the previous class already we discussed the general formula of the binomial theorem. Yes, a plus b whole to the power n, which is nc 0 a to the power n minus 0 b to the power 0 plus nc 1 a to the power n minus 1 b to the power 1 plus nc 2 a to the power n minus 2 b to the power 2 plus nc 3 a to the power n minus 3 b to the power 3. Yes, plus up to NCR a to the power n minus r b to the power r plus NCN a to the power n minus n b to the power n. Or in the short format, we already know, instead of writing in this expanded form, we can in the short format, in the notation, in the mathematical notation, we can write the summation of NCR a to the power n minus r b to the power r, where r varies from 0 to n. Okay, this is the binomial theorem, and we already have derived in the first periods, and here I am going to discuss how to expand a binomial with the help of the binomial theorem. Here the question is that expand a plus b whole to the power 8, a plus b whole to the power 8. You see, look at, understand, using this format, here the power of, we are going to find out the expansion, the binomial expansion of the power 8. Here the value of n is 8. Okay, understand? And let us see this formula. First, nc0, in place of nc0 you can write 8c0 a to the power 8 minus 0 b to the power 0. Yes, plus, you see, ncr, you can see also nc in place of n, that is 8. NCR, here r value start from what? The value of r start from what? 0, 1, 2, 3, r up to n, right? Understand or not? Here the value of, in place of n we can write maximum value is 8, n value is 8. Is it clear? So you write here NCR, in place of n we can 8c0 a to the power 8 minus 0 b to the power 0 plus, then 8c after 0, the value of 0 is 1, r value is 1, 8c1 a to the power 8 minus 1 b to the power 1, okay, then plus 8c after value of 0 1, then after 2, 8c2 a to the power n minus 2 b to the power 2 plus 8c3 a to the power n minus 3 b to the power 3 in the similar process, plus 8c4 a to the power n minus, a to the power what? 8 minus 4 b to the power 4, yes, plus 8c5 a to the power n minus 5 b to the power 5 plus 8c6 a to the power 8 minus 6 b to the power 6, okay, plus 8c7 a to the power 8 minus 7 into b to the power 7, okay, plus 8c8 a to the power 8 minus 8 b to the power 8, right? And this is the expansion of a plus b whole to the power n. Yes, a plus b whole to the power 8. Okay, understand? You see, let us find out the values of, let us simplify this. And here, before discussing, evaluating this one, simplifying this one, and let us see 8C0. What is the value of 8C0? Let us find out. Then 8C after 8C1. Yes, look at here. This is 8C0, this value. This is 8C1. This is 8C2. This is 8C3. This is 8C4. And these are known as binomial coefficient. Binomial coefficient. Let us find out this value. Okay. Very simple and very easy this process. You can find out here. And all of you know, according to the combination, 8C0 value always 1. 8C0. 8C0 value what? It is value 1. Yes. Yes or no? Because NC0. What is the value of NC0? NC0 is equal to what? 1. And NC, okay. And NCN is also what? 1. All of you know. This is a formula. Yes. Okay. So according to this formula, so 8C0 will be 1. 8C0 is 1. Then 8C1 is what? 8C1 is 8. Because the values of NC1 value is what? Always what? What is the value? N. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. 8C2. Let's see. 8C2. Suppose I am writing 8C2. Students, I can write in another format 8 power 2. And how to find out? All of you know the NCR formula what? What is the formula of NCR? NCR, all of you know NCR or N power R. I can write A to the power N minus R, B to the power R. So what is the formula once again? NCR formula, factorial of N divided by R factorial whole into N minus R factorial. This is the formula of NCR, all of you know. Yes. Yes. So without using this formula, another concept also we can find out in simple manner, in simple way, we can find out the values. 8C2, let's see carefully. What is 8C2? 8C2 means, let us carefully write down, give the division sign. Here 8C2, the value of N is what? 8. So you write 8 into 7. Here 8C2 means, here you have to write 8, then what is 8 minus 1? 8 minus 1 is 7. 1 less than 8. 8 into 7. Here 2 means you write 1 into 2. Is it clear? So we will cancel this one. If we will cancel this one, this will be 8. Cancel 8 4 2 4 ja 8, and it is 4 7 ja, it will be 28. This value will be 28. Yes, this value will be 28. Okay. So 8C value is 28. You can write here. Is it clear? Okay. And similarly 8C. This is one concept clear. Look at here. 8C2. We can write 8 per 2. You write here 8, then 1 less than 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. Divide by 1 into 2. Here how many factors? 2 factors. Because 8 per 2 means you have to write 2 factors here. Understand? Suppose 8 per 3. If it is 8 per 3, you have to write what? If it is 8 per 3, you can write what? 8 into 7 into 6. 3 factors will come in descending order. 8 into 7 into 6. You will start from 8. Divided by, because it is the value is 3, you can write 1 into 2 into 3. Right? Yes. Okay. So you can cancel here. Here 3 2 is 6, and it will what? 56. Your binomial 6 and 56. So instead of using this formula, so you can simply using this, you can find out the values of NCR. Okay. Is it clear? Once again see. These are the binomial coefficient. Similarly 8C4. 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 8C4 means what? Here 4 means you have to multiply 8 how many times? 4 times in descending order. Okay. First we write 8. Then after that 8 minus 1, 1 less, 7. So how many factors? Similarly 7 minus 1 what? 6 into 5. Look at 8 into 7 into 6 into 5. How many factors? 4 factors, because here 8C4. So you have to again you write 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. This is the product of the natural numbers, right? Is it clear? Understand? And if you cancel this one, it will be 4 3 ja 4 2 ja 8, and here 3 2 ja 6, and after you will say it is 5 2 ja 10, 10 into 70, it will be value is 70. Look at here, 70. This value will be 70. So 8C4 value is what? 70. 8C4 value is 70. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. Similarly, value 8C4 over 8C5. One formula, students, you know, and 8C5, you see, 8C5 means here the 5, it means you have to multiply 8 in descending order. How many times? 4 times. Look at here, give the division sign first, write down 8, then into 7, just in descending manner, then into 6, into 5, then 1, then into 4. How many times? 5 times. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because the number is 5 here. Similarly, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Right? So you can cancel here. After cancellation, you see 4, 4 cancel. 5 will be cancelled. Here 3 2 is cancelled. After cancellation, it will be 56. It will be 56. Is it clear? So this value is 56. This value is 56. Okay. Understand? Is it clear? So another interesting concept is there. And one formula all of you know, that NCR. One formula may write you now. NCR is equal to NCR minus NC what? NCN minus R. NCR, this formula using NCR is equal to NCN minus 1. So see now, here NC5, here NC5 is there. So you can write 8C5. 8C5 can written 8C, what? 8 minus 5. And here, and 8C, what is 8 minus 5? The 8 minus 5 is what? 3. Right here, 3. Is it clear? Look at here. So 8C5, you can write 8C, what? 8 minus 5. What is 8 minus 5? 3. Yes or no? So 8C3, 8C3 already we got the value. Value of 8C3 what? 56. 56 you see. So you already see that 8C5 is equal to also 8C3. 8C5, what is the value of 8C5? 56. Yes or no? Yes or no? The 8C5 value 56. Yes. And another one you see 8C3, the value of 8C3 is also 56. It means 8C5 is equal to 8C3, right? Understand? So 8C3 is 56, 8C5 is also 56. Is it clear? So this is in accordance to the formula NCR is equal to NCN minus R. So note down this formula, already you know in the combination chapter, students. Yes. Once again, see here. Similarly, 8C6. Okay, clear? So what you understood here? 8C5 is equal to 8C3, right? Once again, in a similar manner, suppose 8, look at here, 8C6, 8C6, 8C6. How can I write here? If this value will be bigger number, so you can use this formula 8C 8 minus 6. 8C 8 minus 6. You just subtract 8 minus 6 here. So what is 8 minus 6? 8 minus 6 is what? 2. So 8C2, and here 8C2 value already we got what? 28. So here we see interesting fact, 8C6 is equal to 8C2. Okay. So you can write also, so 8C6 value is also, since 8C2 value is 28, so you got 8C6 is also 28. Is it clear? So you can write 28 value. 28. Is it clear? Understand? Okay. Which formula you are applying here? Look at here. Which formula you are applying? Yes. Here NCR, NCN minus R. This formula you can apply here. Right? Note down. Note down. Okay, next. Note down. Okay, next point you write 8C7. What is 8C7? 8C7. Similarly, you can written 8C what? 8 minus 7. 8 minus 7. Can we written? NCR is equal to NCN minus R. Means you have to subtract N then minus R. In a similar process, 8C7 is equal to 8C 8 minus 7, and 8 minus 7, 8C 8 minus 7 is 1, NC, it means 8C7. Look at here, 8C7 value is equal to 8C1, and 8C1 all of you know, NC 8C1 value what? 8, NC1 value, yes, this value is 8, already you know. Okay, so 8C7 value is also what? 8. This is one of the concept. Understand? Yes. Yes. Is it clear? Okay. Okay, next point is 8C8, and one formula already know, 8C8. What is 8C8? 8C8. Can we written 8C8 minus 8, which is what? 8C0, and 8C0 means what? NC0, and NC0 value is always what? What is the value of NC0? Yes, is always what? 1. NC0 value is always 1. Yes, understand? So 8C8 is same as the 8C0. You see now 8C0 value what? 1. So 8C8 is also value 1. So this is how you have to find out the values of binomial coefficient and using this interesting concept. Okay, understand? So after that you can write here. You can write. Okay, let us write. Now see 8C0 in place of 8C0. In place of 8C0, look at here. In place of 8C0, we can write what? Value is what? The value is what? 1. Yes. Yes. Then a to the power 8 and b to the power 0 value 1 plus. Then 8C1. 8C1 means what? What is the value of 8C1? The 8C1 value is what? 8. Okay, so in place of 8C1 we can write 8. Yes, understand? And a to the power 8 minus 1 is 7, and b, okay, plus, then plus 8C2. 8C, what is the value of 8C2? 8C value is what? 28. So 8C2 value 28. Yes, a to the power here in place of n you can write 8. 8 minus 2 is 6, and b to the power 2, b square. Yes, then after that you can come to 8C3. 8C3, what is the value of 8C3? What is the value of 8C3? Yes, it is 56. So write down in 8C3 you can write this value in place of this value, write 56, and a to the power n minus 3, it means 5. 8 minus 3 which is 5, a to the power 5, b to the power 3. Understand? And one interesting concept you see now. You see here the power of a is 7. Here power of a is 8 and power of b is what? 0. So 8 plus 0 what? 0. And again already I told in the previous classes, here power of a is 7, and what is the power of b? The power of b is 1. So 7 plus 1 is 8. It means in every cases the degree of each term is 8, remains constant. Understand or not? Okay, is it clear? Similarly you see a to the power 6, b to the power 2, and power here is 6, here power is 2, and 6 plus 2 is what? 8. So every term the degree of the binomial theorem, the degree of the every term of the binomial expansion is always constant. Okay, similarly here you see 56, a to the power 5, b to the power 3, 5 plus 3 what? 6. Similarly you can write. Okay, this is one of the concept for you. Once again see 8C, after 8C3 is 8C4, and 8C4 value, the value of 8C4 is, yes, the value of 8C4 is what? 70. 5 to the 10. Okay, check the multiplication correctly. 5 to the 10 plus 10, 7 is 70. This is 70, and yes, and a to the power 4, and b to the power what? 4. Naturally 4 plus 4 is 8 coming, power is coming 8. Here power of a is 4 and power of b is 4, a plus 4 is 8. Similarly, is it clear? and 8c5, the value of 8c5 is 56. If 56 is 56. Similarly, a to the power what? A to the power, look at here, 8c5. 8c5 value. Next point, you see 8c5. 8c5, and the 5 of 8c5 is what? 8 to the power n minus 5. Here in place of n you can write 8. 8 minus 5 is 3, and b to the power what? 5. Once again you see here the power of a is 8, 7, here 6, 5, 4, 3. It means power of a is decreasing by 1, and power of b here you see, here power b is 0, nothing means 0. Yes or no? Here power is what? 1, 2, b to the power 3, power of b is 4, means the power of b is increasing. Okay, and this is the next point you see, 8c6. What is 8c6? 8c6 value how much? 28. 28. Yes or no? Yes. 28 plus 28. 28, and after that a to the power what? Here power of a is 3, means it will be decreased by 2, and power of b is 5, means it will be 6. Is it clear? Plus, then after that you see 8c6 over 8c7. 8c7, and here 8c7 value what? 8. Is it clear? So write 8c7 value 8. Yes, and here the power of a is 2, and the power of a will be 2 minus 1, 1, and b power will be 7. Okay, the last term is what? The last term is, look at carefully, 8c7. After 8c7 it will be 8c8 plus 8c8, a to the power 8 minus 8, b to the power 8, right? Yes. So 8c8 value of 8c8 is already 1. So 1 multiplication inverse, write 1, and a to the power 8 minus 8 is 0, and which is a to the power 0 means 1, and b to the power 8. Okay, this is the expansion of the binomial theorem, and using this binomial theorem we expand a plus b whole to the power 8, whose power is 8. Okay, and you see in the binomial expansion, its power is 8, it contains and one more than the power of term. Its power of the binomial expansion is 8. Any binomial expansion, if the power is 8, so it has how many terms? You add just 1 to the power. If the power is 8, 8 plus 1. What is 8 plus 1? 8 plus 1 is 9. So it will be 9 terms. Can you check? It will contain 9 terms. You see now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is how we can expand any binomial theorem using any binomial expressions with any power. Okay, and using the formula of the interesting formula of the binomial theorem. Is it clear, students? Okay, so similarly you can practice. I am giving one homework for you, and you will practice similarly, and this is a homework for you, and you will see, note down this one, and okay, similarly you can write a plus b whole to the power what? Whole to the power 10. You can do also, find out expand. Okay, I hope you will do it and send me, right? Is it clear? Okay, and also you understand how to find out the values of the binomial coefficient, right? Is it clear? Okay, thank you. Okay, dear students, once again with another problem based on the concept of binomial theorem, and here I am going to expand a binomial expression having power 10. Understand? Okay, using the binomial theorem. In the previous class already discussed one of the problem, how to expand a plus b whole to the power 8 using the binomial theorem, and here I am going to expand another problem in order to simplify your doubt. Okay, a plus b whole to the power 10, which I already given the homework to you, all of you, and let's check, let's verify your answer. Yes, see, and here a plus b whole to the power 10. Before that, once again repeat a plus b whole to the power n binomial theorem, and a plus b whole to the power n is nc 0, a to the power n minus 0, b to the power 0. plus NC1 a to the power n minus 1 b to the power 1 plus NC2 a to the power n minus 2 b to the power 2 plus NC3 a to the power n minus 3 b to the power 3. Okay, and plus up to NCr a to the power n minus r b to the power r plus last term will be NCn a to the power n minus n b to the power n. Right? Understand or not? Okay, and in the SAT format also we know, and in this expansion written in the SAT format, SAT mathematical format, the summation of NCr a to the power n minus r b to the power r, where r varies from 0 to n. Here r value 0, 1, 2, 3 and n is the maximum value, which is the power of the binomial. Okay, here is the power of the binomial is 10, and already know in the binomial theorem how many terms will be there. How many terms are there in a binomial theorem? You see the power. If the power is 10, just you add 1 to the power of the binomial theorem, then the number of terms will be 11 terms. It means this binomial expression, a plus b whole to the power 10 will have 11 terms. Okay, let's see, let's expand. How to expand using this binomial theorem? And before expansion, you have to find out the values of the binomial coefficient. Let's see, write down the expression first. Okay, let's see carefully once again. Okay, and you see now a plus b whole to the power 10. First of all, summation of NCr a to the power n minus r b to the power r, where r varies from 0 to n, and here it will be you see NC0, in place of n we can write 10C0 a to the power 10 minus 0 b to the power 0. Yes, and already you know that. What do you know? The power of the first term, the power of a will be 10 according to the power. Here the power of, what is the power here? The binomial is 10, the first power is 10, and every term, the degree of the every term of the binomial expansion is always remains constant. So it will be 10 minus 0. Yes, it will be 10 minus 0 b to the power 0. You see 10 minus 0 what 10, and 10 plus 0, you see the power is 10 coming. Yes. Once again say NC0 a to the power 10 minus 0, what is b to the power 0? Here b to the power 0. You see here power is 10 and power of 0. 10 minus 0 is what? 10, and 10 plus 0 is 10. Right? Yes or no? Let's write down this format. Later that we shall simplify here. Then 10C0. Then after that what? 10C what? 10C1 a to the power 10 minus 1 b to the power 1. Yes. Plus then 10C2 a to the power n minus 2 b to the power 2 plus 10C3 a to the power 10 minus 3 b to the power 3. Yes. Then plus 10C, after 3 it will be 4, 10C4 a to the power 10 minus 4 b to the power 4 plus 10C5 a to the power 10 minus 5 b to the power 5 and 10C6 a to the power 10 minus 6 b to the power 6. Yes, plus 10C7 a to the power 10 minus 7 b to the power 7 plus 10C8 a to the power 10 minus 8 b to the power 8 plus 10C9 a to the power 10 minus 9 b to the power 9. Okay, and the last term it will be what? 10C10 a to the power 10 minus 10 b to the power 10. Okay, it's correct, and this is the desired expression, and we already expand using this formula of the binomial theorem. Right? Understand? So you see, and here you see I already told you 10C0 and the 10C0, here 10C1 and here 10C2, here 10C3. These are what? Binomial coefficient. So while you're expanding the binomial expansion expression of any power, first of all you would find out the values of the binomial coefficient. So first of all say find out 10C0, and a formula already know NC0, the value always what? 1. Yes, in the previous class is already told. And here again NCN, the value is also what? 1. And NC1, the value is what? The value is given. Is it clear? Note down this formula. Note down this formula. First of all, once again write down here NC0. Yes, NC0 is equal to N, and NCN is equal to NC0 value, sorry, the NC0 value 1, NCN value also 1, and NC1 value what? N. Okay, understand? So there is another interesting concept also, NCN minus R, NCR, one formula also know, NCN minus R. This is another formula also, and it will be useful how to evaluate, how to simplify the binomial, how to find out the binomial coefficient of every terms of the binomial expansion. Let's see now. First see. First is 10C0. What is the value of 10C0? Yes, the value of 10C0 value what? The 10C0 value 1. Yes. Then 10C1, after that 10C1, and 10C1 value what? 10C1, NC1 value is also what? Yes, can you tell me? 10, yes. Then 10C2, 10C2, how to find out? Already told you 10C2. Here the value is 10, here the number is 2. Here 10 will be multiplied how many times? 2 times in descending order. Look at here, how to write 10. I can write also 10C2. I told it is 10 power 2 is another way you can write. It's meaning that you can write 10 into 9. 10 minus 1, 9 divided by, because the number is 2, you write 1 into 2. Okay, so we will cancel here. It will be 2 5 is 10, and it is what? Look at here, 9 into 9 5 is 45. So here, look at here. So 10C2, the value is what? 45. This value is 45. Look at, write down 45. Okay, understand? Note down. Similarly, the value is what? The value is what? 10C3. 10C3 means what? Here the number is 10. Or I can write 10 power 3. Or I can write also, how to simplify, how to find out the values. Here 10 is multiplied 3 times in descending order. 10 into 9 into 8, 3 times, 3 factors, because the number is 3 here. So 1 into 2 into 3. You see the number is 3, so you have to multiply. Is the continuous product of the 3 natural numbers. 1 into 2 into 3. Here 10 into 9 into 8. Here 10, then 10 minus 1. What is 10 minus 1 is 9. Again 9 minus 1. What is 8? In this descending order. Okay. And after that you will calculate the values. And after this calculation value, you will say this is 3 3 is cancel here. And 2 4 is 8. And 4 3 is 12. And this is 120. This value is 120. Look at carefully. This value is 120. So NC3 value. 10C3 value is 120. Is it clear? Once again see 10 into 9 into 8. Here 3 3 is 9, 2 4 is 8, 4 3 is 12, 12 into 10, 120, right? Okay, note down. Okay, similarly, the next binomial coefficient, find out binomial coefficient in a systematic manner using the simple concept 10C4. 10C4. What is 10C4? The 10C4 means it will be 10. Okay, you have to multiply 10. How many times? 4 times in descending order. 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. Yes, divided by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Right? Yes. So after that you have to cancel. Okay, you see now. You can cancel 4 2 is 8. And here 3 3 is what? 9. So 7 3 is 21. 21 multiplied 210. Once again see. 2 into 4. 2 4 is 8, 8 cancel. 3 3 is 9, 7 3 is 21, 21 into 10, 210. 210. 210. Right. Similarly, 10C5. 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 What is 10C5? Similar manner, we can write 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 multiplied how many times? 5 times, because the number is 5 here. Okay, so here you have to multiply and descending order. Here 5 factor will come. 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6. Here 10, then 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 minus 1 is 9 minus 1 is 8, 8 minus 1 is 7, 7 minus 1 is 6, and here being the number is 5 here. Okay, इधर में number 5 है, इधर में you have to multiply 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. 5 times. Okay, 5 factor will come, product of the 5 natural numbers, and after that you can divide here. You see now 5 2 is 10, we can cancel here. Yes. Then 3 3 is cancel. Okay, then 4 2 is 8. After here it will be 3 into 2 into 7 into 6. Carefully see the number after cancellation. Okay, 5 to here you see. Once again see. Is there any mistake? Look at here once again. Look at here. 10 into 10 for 5. You can 10C5. We can write 10 for 5. Right, also in that manner. Here 10 multiply 10. 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6. 5 times. 5 factor 1 2 3 4 5. Here 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Right. Look at how to cancel this one, students. First of all, you see here 5 2 is 10. 10 cancel. Yes. Here 3 2 is cancel. Here 4 2 is 8. Is it clear? Then after that here is 9. Here is what? 2. Here is 7. Here is 2. And you multiply. Yes. 9 2 is 18. 18 2 is 36. 36 into 7. What is 36 into 7? 6 7 is 42. 2 carry 4. Look at here. 9 2 is 9 into 2 into 2. 9 4 is 36 into 7. 6 7 is 42 carry 4. 7 3 is 21 plus 4 25 means 252. This value will be 252. So 10C5 value 252, right? 6 7 is 42 carry 4. 7 3 is 21 plus 4 25, right? This is how you can find out the values of 10C5 or 10 for 5, whose value is 205, right? Understand? Note down. Similarly, next value of the binomial coefficient is after, and it will be 10C6. 10C6 value we have to find out. 10C6 value you have to find out. 10C6, 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 10C6. This value will be bigger. In this cases, we have to use the concept another formula, and that formula already I told you. What is the formula here written? NCR is equal to NC n minus R. Using this concept, it will be very simple. And you see now, look at here. 10C6, 10C6, it will be 10C, what? 10 minus 6. Okay, and 10 minus 6 what? 10C, 10 minus 6 4, and 10C4. And 10C4 already we have got the value of how much? For the value of 10C4 already 210. So you see, interesting fact is that 10C6 value of 10C6 is same as the value of 10C4, which is 10 minus 6, which is 4. So 10C6 is equal to the values of 10C4, which is 210. This is one of the interesting concept using the formula NCR is equal to NCN minus R. Is it understood? Is it clear? Okay, shall I proceed? Okay. Note down this formula, and very interesting formula here. You can use the concept. Okay, next point. Next one point, you 10C6. 10C6, yes. We got 10C. we got 10C6 value, 10C5, 10C6. Okay, 10C6, 10C6 means 10C what? 10 minus 6, 10 minus 6, 1 second, see. 10C what, 4, and 10C4 how much? 210. Write on 210. This is 210. Once again I am repeating. So here 10C6 is equal to 10C4. You see 10C6 once again equal to 10C4, which is 210. Okay, understand? Okay, after that you find out 10C7, 10C7, and 10C7 means 10C, 10 minus 7, 10 minus 7, which is equal to 10C7, 10 minus 7 is 3, 10C3, and here 10C3 is already, we know, 120. So here 10C7 is same as the value 10C7, 10 minus 7 is 3, which is 120. So this is the 120, you can write, yes, 120. Understand? Okay, note down. So very interesting concept here we are discussing. I hope you will understand it. Okay, next point is coming 10C8. 10C8, and 10C8 means 10C, 10 minus 8, 10 minus 8, and equal 10C, 10 minus 8 is 2, and 10C2. What is the value of 10C2? 10C2 value is what? 45. So you can write 45. So here interesting fact, 10C8 is equal to 10C2, which value is 45. So you can write 10C8 value is also 45. Right? Yes. Understand? Is it clear? Is okay. Next point is what? 10C. After 10C, 10C8, find out 10C what? 9. 10C9. What is 10C9? 10C what? 10 minus 9. Okay. And which is 10C. 10 minus is 1. 10 minus 9 is 1. And 10C1. The 10C9 is equal to 10C1. What is the value of 10C9? Must be equal to 10C1. Okay, which is 10C1 value was 10. Simply write 10. So here write 10. Understand? Okay, then after that 10C10. And 10C10 means what? 10C 10 minus 10. Yes, so 10C 10 minus 10 is 0. And 10C0 value is always 1. So you can write also 1. Okay, this is how you would find out the values of the binomial coefficient while you are expanding. Before expanding on the binomial, any expressions of any power, first you have to find out the values of the binomial coefficient. This is how, and very easy and very simple process, and you can follow. Okay, then after that use the values of binomial coefficient in the given expansion, and after that you write here. You see here, first you see we got 10C0. The value of 10C0 is what? We can write 1, and a to the power 10, and b to the power 0. So b to the power 0 value is what? 1, and coefficient of 1 is what? Multiplicate divided into 1 we can write. Okay, understand? Similarly plus. Is it clear? Then you write what? 10C1, and 10C1 value 10. A to the power, look at here. The power of a is 10. Here the power of a will what? 9 I told you. And here, and b to the power what? 1. Here a to the power of a is 9, power of b is 1. So you see, and 9 plus 1. Here 9 plus 1 is 10. Right? Okay. And already once again you are clear. Once again the power of the degree of every term of the binomial expansion is always constant. Once again it is clear. Then after that you see 10C1, then after 10C2. And what is the value of 10C2? The 10C2 value what? 45. And a to the power what? In place of n we can write 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. You see, a to the power 10, a to the power 9. Okay, and a to the power will be 8, and b to the power what? It will be 10 minus 8 is 2. Similarly, plus. Then after that 10C4. What is the value of 10C4? 10C4 value what? 10C3. Next value 10C3. 10C3 value, look at carefully. 10C3 value what? 120 and a to the power 7, b to the power 3. You see 7 plus 3 is here a to the power 8, a to the power 7. Then after that 10C4 value 210 and a to the power 6, b to the power 4. Yes, 6 plus 4 is 10. Then after that 10C5, yes, 10C5, and 10C5 means what? The value of 10C5 value 252. Once again you can check. If any mistake is there, you can rectify yourself. So a to the power what? It is saying that 5, a to the power 5 and b to the power 5, 5 plus 5. The power of a is 5, power of b is 5. So degree will be 5 plus 5 is 10. Constant. The power of the every term is constant. Next 5C, 10C5. After 10C5, let us come to 10C6. And 10C6 value is 210 and a to the power 4, b to the power 6. Okay, understand? Then after that 10C7 value 220, yes, a to the power 3, b to the power 7. Okay, plus 10C8 value 45, yes, and a to the power 2, b to the power 8, yes. Okay, this is 10C8. 10C8 is value 45 and 10C9 value next. 10C9 value what? 10C9 value is plus 10 and a to the power 1, b to the power 9. Okay, and last term is a to the power. It is saying that once again clearly write here 10C10, a to the power 10 minus 10, b to the power 10, right? So here you can write 10C10 value. 10C10 value is already 1, NCN value always 1 using this formula. So 1 is the multiplicative identity, and a to the power 0, b to the power what? B to the power 10, and a to the power 0 value 1 we can write, and this is last value will be b to the power 10. And this is the required expansion of the binomial expression having power a plus b whole to the power 10. Okay, using the binomial theorem. Is it clear? I hope you are getting understand. Okay, how to find out, how to expand any binomial, okay, of any powers using this interesting formula, okay, of the binomial theorem a plus b whole to the power n. Okay, understand? Is it clear? Once again, note down. Okay, thank you. Follow this and practice it. And binomial theorem is one of the interesting concept. Okay, I hope I will go through in proper manner. Okay, understand? And in any vital exam, you will appear such kind of questions. Thank you. Bye.